Hello everyone, this is Ghost from Thundering Vipers, and I'm back with some more Broken Arrow news. They've put out another dev diary, uh, sharing information about the next specialization, which is for the Russian side. This is the Coastal Troops Army. So they're not like US Marines, as they say, but they are equivalent to it, or the idea itself is to conduct air assaults or amphibious landings. So let's get on with it and see what they've got. I'm not like a Russian, nor I can pronounce these names correctly, so I'll try avoiding them as much as I can. So starting off with the recon tab, you've got a five-man recon team with suppressed weapons. So stealth will come into play, and they are carrying RPG-27 disposable rockets, so something similar to the 84s, I believe, which the US side carries. So a small fire team, or almost a fire team, I would say, a five-man one. And then they've got some, I would say, equivalent to what the Navy SEALs are. Maybe, maybe not. PDSS, not sure what this stands for, but four combat divers, and they've got the ability to swim across, which I believe does not exist with any other unit right now, and they can be airdropped. So again, going behind uh, enemy lines and identifying their supply lines or their units itself. They can carry grenade launchers or rifles which are able to shoot underwater. Not sure how this will work out. Maybe there will be some units on the other side which you can shoot. Anyways, moving on, then we've got a variation of the Spetsnaz. This is a six-man team. This one was a four-man team. This one was a five-man team. They are carrying machine guns, marksman rifles, or anti-material sniper rifles, and they can be given laser designators. So, in case you're calling in some RT or bombs from a longer range, and that can be used. And this is, I believe, looks like a rifle with a grenade launcher at the bottom. Then you've got a couple of recon units, BRDMs carrying machine guns or autocannons on top of them. These are two different ones. Then they've got another one which is Machina. I believe this can uh, swim across the area as well. It can carry a number of different variations of weaponry like the grenade launchers, a 100 millimeter gun or a 30 millimeter gun, or cornet launchers, which are anti-tank. Then we've got BTR 90. These are fast-paced units which can get from point A to point B at a much faster pace. Moving on to the next tab, we've got the infantry and transport. So the infantry and transport will have a number of general infantry units. So the first one is a seven-man team carrying AK-74 rifles, light machine guns, grenade launchers, and RPGs as well. So can be used in a number of ways. Then we've got a 14-man squad, a bigger one than this one. This is like 7 man, and this is like a bigger one, carrying bigger RPGs like the RPG-28 or RPG-27. So will be a good unit to assault and capture and hold the areas, I would say. Then we've got some mountaineer squads with marksman rifles, as you can see over here, and they can carry some light ATGMs as well to hit the enemy light vehicles or transport units. Then you've got some anti-tank unit ATGM, Conquest ATGM launchers, which can be upgraded for a better variation of it. Or you've got people or individuals which can carry the recoilless rifles. Again, uh, not that good in terms of engaging enemy armor, but light units they can easily hit. Then they've got a couple of transport units like the BTR-80 or the BMP-3 or the BT-3 quad or whatever this is, Rapera. Uh, Anyways, so these will be your primary transport units for getting your troops across the battlefield. This will be faster as compared to the tracked one, as that's wheeled one. So on roads, it will be much faster. Uh, then we've got the armor or the combat vehicles. So we've got what is this? A BRDM with Conquerors on top. These are anti-tank missiles which can be guided in and hit the enemy armor. Then we've got some PT-76, again a smaller unit with an automatic uh, grenade launcher, or sorry, an autocannon or a grenade launcher which can be put on top of it. So again, are really good in terms of providing support to your infantry. And for the main armor itself that the naval troops are getting is the variations of TAT, which is the TAT BV and the TAT BVM. BVM is of course an upgraded version of the TAT BV, so it will have additional armor, let's say maybe an armor protection itself, better mobility, and of course it will be expensive. So if you looked up the US airborne, they had also a single unit of armor, and the same is the case over here. And then we've got some support which consists of different supply vehicles, motor units of different calibers and different capabilities, artilleries of again multiple calibers and platforms itself. So this is going to be something like a heavy artillery. Then we've got the Berg 130 millimeter, the other one which is Govitz, Goiz, Govistica, the 122 millimeter howitzers. Then we've got some anti-air, the Skinder M missiles, which are like cruise missiles, capable of shooting from point A to point B. So you can say they're like the HIMARS or the attack cams for the US side. Again, they fly low, so it becomes easier for them to be detected. And this is going to be quite interesting. They're like just two of them, so maybe you can fire them both at a strategic target that you've identified, maybe an enemy supply line, or maybe their artillery piece, or uh, maybe their own uh, missile launchers. So you hit them and then you move to another location, rearm and hit again. Then you've got a couple of air defenses. We've got the Pantsir. It's an ATGM unit. Again, it's stored. You can see this one is the radar dish, and you've got the launcher unit on this one. So they work in pairs in detecting enemy aircrafts and helis. But in case something slow is moving up towards you, you can call in the Shilka. Really good at hitting the enemy helicopters or low flying aircrafts. Will be able to rip them apart quite quickly, I would say. Then you've got Vityas. Again, it's like an air defense unit. Not as good as the S-300 or the S-400, but still capable enough of intercepting enemy aircrafts, maybe the missiles as well, if that is the capability or like they're in the range. So it will be interesting to see combining something like the Vityas, Shilka, and maybe the Skandar missiles for hitting the enemy positions. Moving on to the helicopters, you've got the Ka-29. It can be upgraded with gun pods, rockets, more rockets, or maybe Stingers. So it can be a good transport unit. So deploying your, let's say, reconnaissance or your Spetsnaz behind enemy lines and providing some fighting capability at the same time. Then you've got the another version of the Ka-52. Uh, it can carry again a couple of cruise missiles, rocket pods, gun pods, Stingers, anti-radiation missiles, fire and forget, ATGM, something like the Hellfire. or the KH-32 cruise missiles. Again, it's going to be like your primary attack helicopter. Then you've got an Mi-38, a really big transport heli. So this will be able to carry more units as compared to the Ka-29. Moving on to the aircraft, the first one we've got is the AN-72P. Like the American side was getting the C-17 Globemaster. This will be your primary unit for airdropping troops and material earlier. It can carry a good amount of them, but of course it will be slow and a big target for enemy air. So in order to save that, you need to bring in your MiG-29s, which can carry a number of air-to-air missiles and air-to-ground bombs. So they are equipped with R-27 or the newer R-77 medium-range air-to-air missiles, or short-range something like sidewinders like the R-73, or you can put up more cruise missiles on it. So interestingly, it seems that this specialization is really addicted with cruise missiles. So imagine MiG-29 with four cruise missiles over here, maybe a Ka-29 with, sorry, not a Ka-29, but a Ka-52 with more cruise missiles, and then the Iskander with more cruise missiles, hitting strategic targets really well. But okay, that's just an idea. Then on the other side, we've got the Su 33. The primary idea itself is going to drop in bombs, as you can see on the pylons, as the Su-33 in this version itself cannot carry medium range or long range air-to-air missiles, so it's limited to sidewinders only. The R-73, so you have to be careful, or the older R-727s. So this is going to be something like your ground attacker, or you can have something big, the Tu-142, a strategic bomber. It's the naval variation of the Tu-95 Bear strategic bomber. Again, uh, comparatively smaller bomb load, but look at this, more cruise missiles. So this specialization feels like a cruise missile spam, but let's see. And then we've got two more of them, the Tu-22. It's a supersonic bomber, similar to what the B-1 Lancer is. Supersonic, it goes really fast, could carry really good amount of payload and hit the enemy area. It can carry laser guided bombs and multiple bomb types as well. So it can go into afterburner just like the B-1 bomber. But the difference is, sorry, B-1 Lancer, the difference is that the B-1 Lancer was able to carry a tactical nuke, but this cannot. And last one, they've got a Yak-38. It's a smaller VTOL. You can say it's the Russian Harrier or something similar to that. So it flies low, it flies slow. So being slow, it's an easy target for enemy air, but it can be a good unit to hunt down enemies' own helis. So let's see how it plays out, and that's the whole specialization, in my opinion. Again, something similar to what the airborne was going to do. You need to deploy your units quickly and fast on the battlefield, maybe with the BRDM combined with Spetsnaz, or maybe these two units, the PDSS or something, to capture areas early. Then you can call in your RT for support, uh, and then cruise missiles. One unit of cruise missiles, two units of cruise missiles, three units of cruise missiles, four units of cruise missiles. So multiple cruise missiles hitting strategic targets and taking out important enemy forces. So the open beta is coming up on 12th of November. So let's see how it plays out, as we'll be getting access to both of these specializations. So thank you very much for watching. Take care, guys.